Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Gaming Source Network, your number one source for all things gaming. This is the break-even point with me, the Gaming CPA. In today's show, we are going to be watching the Google for Games Developer Summit. This is kind of an exciting point. First of all, it happened on the day that I normally stream my break-even point, so that was a big thumbs up. Secondly, we're kind of going to be learning about some of Google's tools that devs can use, and especially it sounds like for possibly like Google Play. But what we're looking forward to is the Stadia portion. Obviously, cloud gaming is kind of a big thing about the Gaming Source Network, as it started off with StadiaSource.com and then transitioned into the Gaming Source Network. So we're going to be kind of reacting to the keynote, as well as we might try to piece and watch the little Stadia specific videos if we have enough time. I think the keynote lasts about an hour and a quarter, and it's going to be starting here in under 60 seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and transition to that just to make sure that we don't miss out on anything. Actually, one other thing I want to make sure I do real quick is get my AirPods synced up, because I'm going to want to make sure that my headset is working. And I think these would just be easier to listen to than that. So let me go ahead, get a couple things moving and shaking. But I hope everyone's day is going well, and we are hoping to have some fun. Let's see, connect to Andrew's AirPods. Oh yeah, okay, so I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go ahead and go like this. I need to make sure that my output, the audio, I don't want to go into that. I want to go into this. I think I want stereo. And then let me go ahead and change up this. Sorry, I probably should do this beforehand, but I want to make sure they were nice and charged up. Okay, I hear that in my ear very loudly. Okay, so we got desktop audio on. Let's go ahead and see if we can full screen. Actually, I kind of like watching it in this mode. I don't know about you guys, but I kind of enjoy the, whatever this whole thing is. I'm gonna go ahead and hit refresh. It says it will premiere will begin shortly. It is 8:58. This countdown technically is until 9 a.m., but that's fine. We're on it. We're tracking. We should be a-okay. My audio should be fine. And here we go. Okay, so it is still the 9 a.m. time frame. Perfect. But anyways, what we can quickly check out. So Summit keynote, that's what we're looking at today. It's kind of a big thing. However, after that, again, if I have time, we're going to look at potentially some of the cloud games and infrastructure, specifically the Stadia portion. And I'm not gonna lie, this how to write a Windows emulator for Linux from scratch is kind of a big one. I think I'd seen some people say this has been posted like last year, that something like this had happened, but this is hopefully gonna be a big thing to allow for maybe more Windows titles to come to Stadia without having to be built for Linux, basically. So this is probably gonna be one that we're gonna look at once the keynote is over. So again, we got about a minute left. Sit back, relax, you guys. Put some tea on. All right, we got some tea drinking on the Gaming Source Network mug right now. A little bit of chai. I think it's Rubios. Yeah, Ruibos chai. From I think the brand is Numi. So we're gonna be sipping on this while we watch and enjoy. Looks like there's about 220 people watching right now. So that's cool. Make it 200. Okay, yep, going up. Perfect. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. I'm going to do a quick audio check, so I'm just going to mute real fast. Just to check. Alright, sorry about that. Just want to verify things were working well. Okay, guys, I think we are going to be starting here soon. It is such a cool thumbnail they have created. I really enjoy the thumbnail that they have, and that's actually thumbnail for this as well. You know, let's at least go full screen, so that way it's a little bit cleaner. But yeah, this whole thumbnail of that Stadia or that Google put together, I think that's a really cool looking one. Developer Summit.
Welcome to the 2022 Google for Games Developer Summit. Hi everyone, I'm Greg, Product Director for Games on Android and Play. Today, you're going to hear from several of my colleagues and
This is a
game
very
partners,
popular
sharing tools
hand
and
gesture.
experiences from their journeys, building immersive worlds and fun experiences for players. With hybrid workplaces, new technologies, and ever-changing player demands, we continue to see proof that so much of your hard work has paid off. In fact, we saw more players than ever as games continue to grow as a popular pastime. From a recent survey done in partnership with Newzoo, we found that more than 65% of players plan to continue playing the same or more than ever before the pandemic. This suggests the elevated level of gameplay we're all seeing is here to stay and remains an opportunity for developers and publishers to grow their business. Whether you're working on your first game or about to launch your next season pass, Google aims to be a helpful partner across the development lifecycle to build your worlds and grow your game. For the next hour, you'll find updates across our teams on tools and services that empower you to create awesome experiences and help sustain your game business. After our announcements, over 20 sessions will be available across mobile development and cloud infrastructure tracks, with deep technical dives and great stories from some of our most successful game developers. I joined the Android and Google Play team in 2013, around the time we celebrated the first anniversary of Google Play. The mobile ecosystem we enjoy today was only starting to pick up momentum, and at Google I/O that year, we were excited to reveal Android had gone from 400 to 900 million active users in less than a year.
Wow,
Since
a lot.
then, the Google Play ecosystem has
X2I,
grown to
howdy
reach
mate, how we
millions of
doing there?
users in
Dan?
over 190 countries, thanks to the amazing apps and games that you've created. And we've grown right along with you, each year rolling out new tools like the Play Console, Android Vitals, store listing experiments, and more recently a business model update, all to help you propel your business on Google Play. Over the years, we've seen that apps and games are not just experiences, they're businesses.
Hello
led by
friends, how we doing there,
talented people
Ftendo?
like yourselves. So it's our goal to continue supporting your business to reach even greater potential. To do this, we will continue to build the next generation of services, tools, and features to help you create and monetize high-quality game experiences, more programs tailored to your needs, and more educational resources with best practices. Thank you for being part of the journey and the community we've built together over these years. We look forward to continuing to innovate and grow together for many years to come.
Oh good,
So
I
let's
get my
dive into some of our
first
game
spam I gotta clear.
announcements related to Android, Chrome OS, and Play. Now, I'd like to introduce you to Leo Alebe, Managing Director of Partnerships and Business Development for Games at Google. He'll talk to you about how we are investing in developers of all kinds. Over to you, Leo.
Thanks, Greg. It's great to be able to come
That's
together
the
to
same
celebrate
backdrop.
the incredible progress that Play has made over the last decade. All of that progress is only
Teleported.
possible through all of your passion and hard work. So we wanted to start the keynote today by highlighting how we are working to support the broader games community, the incredible community of up-and-coming developers, as well as established developers. Each of you has an important role to play in the future of the games industry, and we are here to support you in all of your success today and into the future. We want to help developers throughout the game development lifecycle. We also think it's critically important to support the games community as a whole. We've done this before through programs like Change the Game. We launched Change the Game in December of 2017 on a mission to make mobile games truly for everyone.
I hope it's not only Android gaming they focused on. Well, yeah.
As players and creators. We've
I
also
think they're
made
going to
space
start
for
off with the
people through
Android
items
portion,
like
the
a
Google
series
Play
of store
portion.
activations, highlighting strong,
But I am hoping that in the
underrepresented
keynote they do
developers
mention
of
Stadia.
apps and games.
Come on,
We
I'm
are
shooting
committing
for.
to launching programs and initiatives in these three areas: promoting diversity in games and of games, empowering the next generation of game makers, and celebrating women who are changing the game. Today, we're pleased to announce that Google Play is taking our commitment to improving the games industry around us even further. This year, we are investing $1 million in cash and $1 million in ad credits so we can invest in scholarships, grants, and sponsorship support across organizations focused on driving positive change in the games industry. From representation to mental health to
1 million, that's like $1
we believe
in
that
Google
it is
money.
critical to invest both our money and our time. For selected programs, we will be volunteering and hosting seminars led by the Google Play team. We're also committed to helping all developers thrive, whether these are large multinational companies or small startups and indie game studios just getting started on their game development journey. They are all critical to providing the services and experiences that people
All
around
Nintendo
the world
games
look
coming to
for
Stadia. Yes,
on
the
their
Nerf War
game
has more info
development
and seen on Reddit right now.
One
Check
way
it.
we're doing this is by
It's
continuing
okay,
to expand
Kagura.
the
I'm
Indie
gonna
Games
keep on
Accelerator
chilling on
and
here.
Indie Games Festivals.
Um,
The Indie Games Accelerator is a program that provides indie
but
developers
yeah,
with mentorship and exclusive
it's
access to
awesome.
Google and
Good
industry
old Bryant.
experts, as well as a network of other
Bryant
passionate developers
Chappelle.
from around the world. Last year, we nearly doubled the eligible markets for participants to more than 70 countries. It's exciting to see such fresh ideas and talent continuing to bring great, innovative games to Google Play. We also expanded our Indie Game Festivals, a program that showcases high-quality games that are ready for the spotlight. In our most recent event, we combined programs from different regions into a single virtual experience and opened it up to people from across the world to join. The quality of games we saw was amazing.
Big store changes
What's
and
really
more.
exciting is to hear about the success
To
many of
Stadia
the
or just to
participating
Android there,
developers achieved
Kagura? Because I
after
think
being
we had
in the
all
program.
seen,
From
maybe not
significant
everyone, but we had
install
seen that
lifts
the store
to
looked just
revenue
like
growth,
Stadia
several
on the
studios
Android
shared that
section.
the exposure helped them open doors to build new relationships
Nice.
that led to
Victor Del
financial
Maestro, hiya.
investments
Stadia
and
White Label's
global
official
publishing
debut is
deals.
also coming.
And
Or
we're
already
excited to
yeah,
give
that's
the
what we're
winner
watching
from
here for,
both of these
Kagura, is to
programs
see
the
what the
opportunity
whole
to meet
white
publishers
label
and
service is
pitch
going
their
on.
games
Because
for
AT&T
publishing
had
deals
tweeted
at the Indie Games
to stop on by and
Community
check it out, and
March
we know that
22nd.
AT&T was
Thank you, Indies, for
doing some
continuing
stuff.
to pour your
Oh, you're seeing
creativity and
big store
passion
changes on
into
Stadia.
such great
Oh, interesting.
games, and head over to the link you see here to learn more about our 2022 events. Now, while the Indie
peek at
Games
Stadia.
Festival and Accelerator are great ways to support game developers in the early stages of their growth, we think it is also important to have programs that support developers as they become more established and enter a new phase. Today, we want to talk to you about two ways to do that we're really excited about. First up, Play Points. One of the premier ways that we support our developer partners is through the Play Points program. Play Points has already launched in 28 countries, and our participating partners have really benefited from the program. For example, we see developers increasing their revenue up to 4x, while also connecting their game with new, highly engaged audiences through the program's promotional channels. In the coming year, we look to build on the success of the program by adding new features and expanding to additional markets, with a goal of driving impact across engagement, retention, and revenue for your games. Finally, we also want to talk to you about a brand new program that serves our largest game developers. Developers at this scale have long lead times and invest a lot of time and money.
Kagura, I think it's coming soon because the store still looks the
development
same.
to
I just
pre-launch
checked it.
marketing to finally launching and keeping their millions of users happy every single day. So today we're introducing the Google Play Partner Program for games with additional services and features tailored for our largest developers.
A lot of
Benefits of
words.
the program include faster releases with a priority publishing queue, enhanced pre-launch tools like pre-registration testing and store listing experiments for pre-registration, growth and engagement tools post-launch like Live Ops, access to insights to device attributes across Google Play, additional integrity protection tools to fight scaled abuse, and finally, invites to early access programs with more features to come. Developers who meet the program criteria will see a new experience when they launch the Google Play console. We've added a program page that lists all of your benefits at a glance.
I wonder if that's like the dev kit for Google Play.
Some program benefits are completely new features, and some are enhancements or higher limits on features that you're already using. For example, to help our large game studios make the most of pre-launch game testing phase, we're giving Play partners who qualify the ability to invite pre-registered players to exclusive beta tests of their new games. Players love the opportunity to help shape the game before launch, and developers benefit from having a large-scale, real-world, closed beta test that they couldn't easily replicate by any other means. Partners can choose to invite testers based on country and device total memory, or gather targeted feedback and build excitement
Device RAM. We don't got to worry about that with Stadia. We ain't gotta worry.
Activision took advantage of this feature in early access and told us that it played a big role in the success of their Call of Duty launch. And that's just one of the new benefits. We've already welcomed a few partners, and the feedback from our early access program has been very positive. If you qualify for the program, we'll be in touch soon to introduce you to all of the new features and services available for your business. We're also excited to add more developers and features to the program over time.
Nice.
Of course,
It seems a new feature for the store flash is that you don't need an account anymore to see the full store intent. Oh, okay. Nice. Gotcha.
Thanks,
That'd be nice.
In addition to the investments we just shared in the Android and Google Play ecosystem, we have a number of exciting product announcements to share today. I want to take you through how we're making it easier to bring Android games to more screens, develop high-quality Android games, and show you some new tools to grow your game on Google Play. Let's start with multi-screen gaming. For Google Play, we're seeing that Android has continued to grow in popularity rapidly around the world. With over 2.5 billion monthly active users on Google Play, this massive worldwide audience is playing games across more form factors than ever before.
A
From
huge
Android
number.
phones to foldables, tablets, Chromebooks, and Google TVs, our mission has been to enable games on all these screens so we can meet players where they are and give them the convenience of playing games wherever they are. We've done well on this mission so far, and we're proud to be one of the largest ecosystems to help you find game-making success. Tablets are offering an incredible game and media experience. Over the past 18 months, we've seen people around the world buy and use Android tablets more than ever before, and foldable devices are an exciting, innovative form factor as our OEM partners push the future of mobile devices. Gaming on these devices offers the opportunity to bring more engaging and immersive experiences than ever, and it represents a large opportunity. For instance, 49% of people who use their tablet while watching TV use it to play games. For foldables alone, we've seen more than a 2.5 times increase in device sales year over year, and it's easy to see why. Foldables put the power of a tablet right in your pocket. For tablets, usage in the home and at work has transformed in recent years, with an almost 20% increase in tablet sales that continued throughout 2021. Users are doing more than ever on tablets, spending almost 10% more time on their devices than they did in 2019. For game developers, this is great news. The investments you've made in your Android titles to support different screen sizes and orientations helps you reach new sets of users in these rapidly growing categories.
10% is actually not that much if you consider.
Speaking of which, another
2019
large
was
screen to think
pre-COVID.
about in your overall continuum is Chrome OS, where your Android games can also run. Chromebooks had an incredible year in 2020.
Steam Alpha. Hey, there's a
We're
Stadia
really
logo,
excited about
baby.
the continued growth of Android games on Chrome OS in particular. Android usage on Chrome OS has
Also,
grown
Steam
over
Alpha.
50% year over
Interesting.
year, led by games, with contributing new
Wait,
titles
GeForce
like Dead
Now is
Cells
Chrome
and
OS?
SmashCarts.io,
Hold up.
who have optimized for
It's
Chromebooks.
pretty big what's coming up, so I'm just going to keep it
Notably, we
at this.
announced that Unity now
Sounds good.
offers x86 support, supporting x86 instruction sets
What
on 32
is-
and 64-bit based Chrome OS devices.
Gaming
There are
overlay
also a
beta.
lot more ways to play video games with Chromebooks.
We've had that with Stadia for a
example,
bit.
the Steam
Nice.
Alpha just launched, making this longtime PC game store available on select Chromebooks for users to try. You can
Yeah,
check
that's
that
awesome.
out on the Chromebook community forum to learn more. And later this year, we'll have a public beta for a new games overlay for select Android games, making these games playable with
Oh, so it's for
user-driven
Android.
keyboard
Well,
and
I wonder
mouse
if they used the
configurations
Stadia
on
team
Chromebooks
and what they
without
built with
developer
the
changes required.
overlay.
Lastly,
You know, 'cause we have the
cloud
overlay.
games are more vibrant on Chromebooks than ever before, with
Vibe.
services like Stadia and GeForce now making over 1,400 amazing PC titles available for streaming.
He said Stadia
Chromebook
first, which is
users
good.
are spending
It's good.
millions of hours per month playing big titles
Let's
like
go.
Cyberpunk and Fortnite. Collectively, these experiences make Chromebooks an increasingly attractive device for gamers. This year, we're going even further with multi-screen games. As we studied the behaviors of those gamers, we made two interesting observations. First, with the billions of mobile-only Android game players, there's a large cohort of intense gamers who are multi-screen owners. They switch between devices to play their games on different screens depending on their mood, locale, or game genre preferences. For this cohort, playing games on mobile
Jacob,
remains
the APK
highly
has talked about
convenient.
changing the control
People
overlay. Oh,
routinely
nice.
switch to a
Cool.
desktop or a laptop
Awesome.
when they want to play on a large screen or get a precision control experience. Second, in a global study conducted by Google, 76% of our mobile gamers showed strong interest in playing the same mobile games on desktops and laptops.
I can believe that.
In sharing these insights with many mobile developers, we found they were keenly interested in this opportunity too, and they wanted to reach a larger audience with the same game. More importantly, developers want this to be ROI positive and avoid the costs and complexity of supporting additional platforms.
Multiple ports. Yeah, I can imagine.
So in January this year, we rolled out Google Play Games for PC. This is a new standalone Windows PC application built by Google that allows you to play a high-quality catalog of Google Play games optimized for a desktop or laptop PC. Since January, we have offered this as a beta in South Korea, Taiwan, and Hong Kong, where players have been experiencing their favorite mobile games seamlessly across their
Interesting.
mobile phone, tablet,
Give me COD Mobile on my M1 Mac.
or Windows PC.
Right? Really clap
With
on those
Google Play
kids,
Games for
man.
PC, players can easily browse,
Clap it.
download, and play their favorite mobile games on their PC.
Still gotta download though.
Taking
That's the
advantage
kicker.
of larger screens,
But I mean,
mouse and keyboard inputs,
agreed.
and enjoy
Exactly.
them using high-performance emulation.
MNK input versus an actual true mobile person.
Progress or achievements while switching between devices, as each game syncs with the cloud, and it all just works with your Google Play Games identity and profile. Our beta already includes some of the most popular mobile games in the world, like Mobile Legends Bang Bang, Summoner's War, State of Survival, Three Kingdoms Tactics, and Homescapes.
There's the house repair one. Homescapes, yeah.
Delight hundreds of millions of players globally
Let's go.
each month. We're excited to be partnering with top developers to expand their reach, build engagement, and bring their incredible games to larger screens for players worldwide. To tell us more about their multi-screen journey, let me welcome Sherry, the VP of Marketing for Moonton, the creators of one of the world's most popular battle arena games, Mobile Legends Bang Bang. Sherry, take it from here.
Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Hi, I'm Cherry, and I'm in charge of VP Publishing for Moonton Games. Moonton is known as one of the pioneers of mobile gaming with millions of international fans worldwide. Mobile Legends Bang Bang currently has over 100 million monthly active users who enjoy non-stop gameplay with their mobile devices. Last year was a successful year for Mobile Legends Bang Bang, including its esports division. According to esports charts, in the global ranking for mobile esports viewing hours in 2021, Mobile Legends Bang Bang ranked first with 386 million hours of total viewing.
Wow, that's a lot.
2.5 times in contrast to 2020. Furthermore, Mobile Legends Bang Bang was recently awarded as the best mobile game overseas by Sensor Tower Epic Awards 2021. The platform and its worldwide mobile accessibility has brought joy to many gamers, and we are excited to bring the game one step further to other platforms. It gives us great honor to announce our partnership with Google to bring Mobile Legends Bang Bang to Google Play Games on PC. Now, players in the beta regions can continue their legendary fights seamlessly across the devices and enjoying the desktop quality game matches with their friends. With the developer tools provided by Google, we successfully landed Mobile Legends Bang Bang on Google Play Games for PC. And all updates for the game will be made available on both mobile and PC at the same time. We hope for our players to join the game on PC. Thank you.
I'm super curious if it's just one port though, or if they also still have to optimize for the PC port.
and I'm glad to hear it was easy to get on board.
If Google could
A
figure
key
out a way to
principle
where
for
they just
us
have to,
is ensuring you get
mobile
high
game
ROI
devs
from
just have to,
Google Play Games for PC,
develop
so
for
you
their
can get
mobile
the
game,
most out of your
and
existing
then
Android
Google
game
AI or
while reaching
something
more screens.
optimizes
Our
automatically
platform
for
allows you to
PC, that'd
use
be
the
epic.
same Google Play tools, developer console, and publishing services like Android Vitals to access Windows and Chromebook audiences. It's the same APK, same workflow for easy PC compatibility. We've also built a high-performance, trustworthy experience with deep integrations into Android for an optimized gameplay experience.
And movement.
To deliver
These-
on the promise of
these
high-quality,
speakers, I love
large-screen gaming to our users, your game will have to meet some key requirements that you see on screen here. Requirements like
MNK.
supporting mouse and keyboard input, building on x86, and integrating the Play Games identity help us deliver a certified catalog of games that delivers the best mobile to large screen experience. We have much more to share with you about Google Play Games during this summit, so tune in to our Google Play Games for PC sessions, and you can express interest to add your game to our catalog by visiting the link you see here. In July 2021, we unveiled Play As You Download, a new feature built into the core of Android 12 that allows users to get into gameplay in seconds while the game assets are downloaded in the background.
No way, that's
All
awesome.
this can happen with minimal developer changes to your underlying implementation, leveraging services like App Bundle, Google Play Signing, and Play Asset Delivery. Since then, the beta program has been progressing steadily, and after testing this new capability with more than 180 games, we are pleased to tell you that we will soon open up Play As You
Jetpack
Download to
Joyride
all
is still
Android 12
there.
users.
Let's go.
Consumers will be able to identify
What a
compatible
game.
games in the Play Store through a badge, and we'll see a new rapid install experience when the game is ready to play. We also encourage developers to continue to sign up to the beta at the link that you see here, and you can see how Play As You Download can help you reach more users by removing unnecessary friction. We also continue our focus to helping you build high-quality Android games. In recent years, we've focused on tools and SDKs that simplify this process and help give you insights about how to improve the performance and stability of your games. On Android, we've continued to invest in making game making easier, in partnership with game engines, including homegrown native C and C++ engines. Last year, we released the Android Game Development Kit, a set of tools and libraries to help make Android game development more efficient. I'm happy to report it was really well received, and since then, parts of it have found their ways into many first and third-party game engines. The kit has three key focuses. First, integrated workflows led by the Android Game Development extension for Visual Studio. Then there's essential C and C++ game libraries, like the game activity and game input libraries. These help you build more stable native C and C++ games with less Java. And lastly, performance optimization, where tools like the Android GPU Inspector and the Android Performance Tuner can help you track, profile, and optimize game performance before and after a launch.
That's where I think a Google AI could
Since we
really
last spoke about the AGDK
explode
in July,
and
we've
really
received
help
a lot
them
of feedback
with
from you on
optimization.
various performance and quality of life improvements, and we're excited to share the work we've done to help debugging, memory management, and graphics profiling. First, let's talk about the Android Game Development extension for Visual Studio. This extension allows game developers to build directly for Android from within Visual Studio, bringing
That's
our
nice.
expertise in fast, reliable Android building, debugging, and performance to your Visual Studio team. While AGDE in particular helps you develop your game in C and C++, there are often bits of development on Android that require Java, and we found it was very painful to switch between debugging C and Java, and even more so as you try to migrate projects to and from Visual Studio and Android Studio. To make this easier for you, AGDE will now include cross-compatibility between Android Studio and Visual Studio.
There you go.
Now, AGDE projects
How long is
are
this summit stream?
supported
It's
in
about an
Android
hour and a
Studio,
quarter.
and you can
So
open
we
them
got
directly there
about
to edit Java code in Android
40,
Studio's debugger.
50 minutes left.
Developers have told us this is a great
I
time
believe.
saver, as opposed
About
to trying
50.
to recreate the project in Android Studio or maintaining two projects in parallel. We are also adding support for Visual Studio 2022, and soon pushing a slew of performance and feature improvements that you've all been requesting.
Slew. It's a good word.
Next,
Good word.
let's talk about memory management. We know this can be challenging on Android as a multi-purpose
Okay,
operating system.
you got it.
With other applications running in the background, your game is routinely at risk of being killed by our low memory killer daemon, without a lot of telemetry to know what's going on. To help you slay the daemon, memory management, and avoid an LMK, we're introducing a new library into AGDK to help developers understand their memory consumption. With the new Memory Advice API, your game can find out how close you are to an LMK on any device. With that runtime information, you can choose to immediately reduce memory consumption, like changing your game's LOD assumptions, or simply collect telemetry to understand your resource consumption on memory-constrained devices and plan adjustments to your gameplay.
Whenever a game crashes, that's good to know.
And its memory management superpowers available in the AGDK today. Last up for the Android Game Development Kit is the Android GPU Inspector. Originally released as the first platform-wide GPU profiler for Android, it's proven essential to understanding when your game is bottlenecked on the GPU versus CPU and achieving better frame rates and battery life. However, identifying GPU bottlenecks alone isn't enough. So we introduced a frame profiler into beta last year to help you identify which render passes are slowing your game down and see the impact of the resources and graphics API usage have on frame performance. For example, it can be pretty difficult to figure out where you're overdrawing or creating unnecessary work, but with AGI, it's much easier to see what's happening in each render pass. As an example, Crafton was able to use AGI to profile PUBG Mobile and reduce GPU usage by 22% to the benefit of their players.
Nice.
We're excited to make that frame profiler generally available to all developers today and help you discover the performance benefits our early access developers have achieved in the last year. You can check out all the new Android Game Development Kit features at the link that you see here. We launched Reach in Devices at this very summit last year. It's a decision-making tool in the Play console that shows you the distribution of users and activity across different device attributes.
Nice.
This can help you with both business and technical decision-making for your game on Play, like deciding which device specs to build for, build a business case for which new countries to launch into, or understanding where you can push devices to their limits. We recently published a case study by FunPlus, who used Reach in Devices when planning a major update to their hit game, State of Survival. This overhaul upgraded certain game features from 2D to 3D, and they would require more memory, compute, and storage than ever before. Reach in Devices help them establish how to tier devices for delivery of their new features, targeting the right devices with the new experience while increasing engineering efficiency. We continue to improve this powerful tool, especially to help factor in monetization on the devices you attempt to reach. Currently, Reach in Devices shows install-based metrics as a way to measure opportunity. But if your primary focus is revenue, you may want to understand your ability to reach non-paying and paying users with different spend profiles. So we've enhanced this powerful tool with revenue metrics for your game along with peer comparisons. Now, you can easily evaluate revenue and its growth rate when troubleshooting technical issues or making investment decisions on which devices you distribute to. For example, you can discover what your revenue share is for a specific device spec and see how that compares with peer games on the same devices. You can learn more about this and other new features in the Reach in Devices session. You can also try them out today in the Play console. You'll have heard this many times from us by now, but
like
I'll
some
never
nice
tire
tools for
saying
the
it. Quality is a key component to your success on Google Play.
Google Play games.
Quality and stability
Devs.
affects player churn, your game's discoverability and promotability on the store, and it influences the users who evangelize your game to others. As a result, we've been working on enhancing Android Vitals. This is your destination for troubleshooting the technical quality of your game on Google Play. We can share that 70% of the top 1,000 games on Play use Android Vitals routinely. And our top Vitals features requests include the ability to explore your Vitals metrics at country level and accessing those metrics programmatically. Today, we're delighted to announce that you can now see country breakdowns in Vitals for all your metrics. You can also filter down to the country level across all metrics in both Android Vitals and Reach in Devices, so you can better approach your user experience by country and understand where to focus to resolve crash rates and ANRs across those device specs. Check these out in the Play Console today. Additionally, today we have launched the Developer Reporting API to all developers to get programmatic access to your core Android Vitals metrics. This new API helps you retrieve Vitals metrics and issues data like crash and ANR rates, counts, clusters, and stack traces. A long-standing request, we're excited to offer this API to help you automate your quality workflows, incorporate Vitals data alongside your other datasets, and use the data to power your own dashboards. You can learn how to get started on these new Android Vitals features at the link that you see here. Continuing with the theme of game quality and stability, we want to do more to help you to avoid buggy, unstable gameplay. We've made improvements to Crashalytics to make debugging your games easier. Crashalytics is Firebase's mobile crash reporting tool that helps you track, prioritize, and fix stability issues faster. With the latest updates to Crashalytics,
For Unity
developers
especially,
using
which
native code
Unity
will now get greater visibility
can
into
be
their
ported
app's
over into
C++
Stadia.
crashes.
Stadia can use Unity, so
Additionally,
that's nice.
developers will have access to a wide range of native crash types being reported with more in-depth stack traces so you can debug and fix issues faster. These native crash enhancements have been extended to our SDK for Unity to show symbolicated C++ frames tied back to your C# code for easier troubleshooting. We're also excited to announce that Firebase Remote Config's latest personalization feature is now available in beta. Personalization harnesses the power of machine learning to automatically find the optimal experience for each user to produce the best outcomes, like which players are best to nudge into social share interactions. Game studios like Halfbrick and Ahoy Games have already used personalization to improve revenue and ratings with minimal effort from their team. You can check out these exciting Firebase updates for your games today. Let's switch to some important tools to help you grow your game business with Google Play.
Okay.
The Google Play console is receiving more enhancements as a resource for creating invaluable business insights and driving decision-making as you optimize and grow with Google Play. We are particularly excited to launch strategic guidance for monetization as we strive
Average
to help more
revenue
game
per monthly
developers at scale.
buyer, $21.
When we talk to developers, it's hard for many of your teams to contextualize and prioritize the lower-level metrics you can influence directly in-game and which
Nice. Got
ones
some good
impact
math
your
going on
overall
there.
business performance.
Makes me
Large
smile.
developers turn to experts
I like
our
math.
growth consulting team to analyze a game's performance and make recommendations on where to change your game design or analysis that helps you prioritize a content roadmap. Strategic guidance brings you those expert consulting insights straight into the Play console. With one intuitive interface, it helps you understand how your different monetization metrics fit together to contribute to overall revenue performance. And it just works if you're leveraging Google Play billing APIs. Even better, we use peer set comparison benchmarks to help you identify which metrics give you the largest opportunity to grow. And every metric comes with trended data and direct suggestions and advice on how to increase performance, all derived from the same growth consulting experts who help build the interface and work directly with our partners. Many game developers don't have access to growth consultants, and our early partners have benefited from having easier access to this analysis. So now, all monetizing game developers can use strategic guidance to analyze their business performance like an expert. You can check it out in the Google Play console today. We also know that for many developers, accelerating buyer growth through discounts and promotions is a key component of driving revenue. At Google Play, we designed a growth
enjoy
promotions
discounts.
program that automates promotion marketing on Play at scale, driving purchases and games across our platform. We deliver Google-funded offers like dollar off promotions to eligible users to help make their next purchase more attractive.
Google
We
funded, so
optimize the eligible
not developer
users
funded.
using
Well, that's good.
machine learning trained on a variety of signals, including different usage and spending behaviors. Google Play has over 1.8 billion users who are eligible for personalized offers at any one time.
It's almost
And the system
1/3 the
helps you drive
population.
incremental spend
Right.
at scale for your games. As game makers,
Huh.
we know you are constantly
lot.
looking for the right time to upsell a player to make their next purchase in your game without being annoying. With all these Google-funded offers, you also don't have a way of knowing if Google Play has an offer for one of your users during gameplay to help you make the sale. Now, for the first time, we are excited to help game developers leverage offers from Google Play with our in-app offer system and API. In-app offers are designed to engage players by making the first purchase or repeated purchase experience more attractive using Google Play discounts and offers. With in-app offers, you can show offers like whole dollar discounts or loyalty point offers from Google Play contextually during gameplay when you think your players will make a purchase. For example, imagine your player just lost a level and they are thinking of buying more game resources to power up before they try again. With in-app offers, you can choose that exact moment to ask Google if the user has an eligible discount for their next purchase and let them know it's available to increase the likelihood they'll convert with that extra value from play. By displaying a personalized Google offer at the most relevant moment, you stand to convert more players to payers and drive incremental spend in your game. You'll also give your users a seamless promotional experience. By tapping Use Offer, the user can be directed to your store to purchase what they want with that offer and be right back into their game in seconds.
It's good.
In later phases, we're looking for ways to let you fund the offers yourself and define who is eligible, all while leveraging our machine learning capabilities with billions of users to make the paid conversions you care about the most. You can express interest in our early access program for an opportunity to try out in-app offers before the feature is generally available.
At google.com.
To be
That's
considered,
awesome.
you can reach out
That
to
is
us
an
via
that is
the
an
email
email
you
and
see
a
on our
half right there.
We went through a lot today, so let's remind you what it's all about. We're
Please
supporting
do.
the broader games community, the incredible community of up-and-coming developers, as well as established developers. We're excited to announce the Google Play Partner Program. We've invested in products to help your business grow on Android and Google Play by making it easier to bring your Android games to more screens, now including PCs, making game development easier and providing tools to help you develop high-quality Android games, and providing you new tools to drive promotions and build strategic insights to grow your game on Google Play. More than anything, we want to thank you for an
Now I need another recap of
We've
that
all been playing
recap.
together and supporting each other through a global pandemic. Through it all, you have managed to craft amazing experiences, build new worlds to surprise and delight, and come up with endless ways to support your incredible communities. We look forward to many more years together creating successful games and platforms for players around the world. For more information on everything we talked about today, please be sure to check out
what really blows my
the links that you see
mind?
here.
There's only
Next, I'll
477
hand it
people
over to Belinda
watching.
and Nash to share updates
There's like
on
2
ads
billion
innovations for games.
users of Google Play Games. There's probably quite a few devs.
Hi, I'm Belinda Langner, and I lead product development for app campaigns in Google Ads. It's great to be here with all of you today. I've been working on app campaigns since we launched, and I'm always excited to share with you how far we've come in building features for game developers like yourselves. Recently, I've gotten into word games on the New York Times crossword puzzle app, and it's the first thing I do every morning when I turn on my phone. It's even become a family affair, and my family loves to chime in and help me out during breakfast. As many people, like myself, immerse themselves in games, we've seen a huge acceleration in mobile gaming during the pandemic. For example, players
Gaming
not
in
only
general
discovered
during the
more
pandemic.
games, but are now continuing or increasing their playtime. And this presents a great opportunity for you to build a flywheel for your game, where you can successfully acquire, engage, and monetize your users in order to power more user acquisition and game growth for the future. Today, I, with my colleague Nash, will share with you the latest ads product innovations designed to help you acquire valuable players and to maximize your app revenue growth for the long term. To kick things off, I'll walk you through the latest features where we're launching in-app campaigns to help you acquire valuable players at scale. So let's go ahead and dive in. In 2021, we saw intense growth in the gaming market. There are now close to 3 billion players in the world,
That's
where mobile
billion
game
with a
revenues
B.
account for more than 50%
That's like-
of the global market.
It's like half the
And while
population.
this presents a
Now I have
huge
to actually Google
opportunity
this.
for developers like yourselves to
Population
acquire new
of
players
the
for your
world.
game, it is not always easy to
Oh, never mind. It's
attract
almost 8 bill.
and retain the right users.
Still, though, I mean,
With
3
app
eighths,
campaigns,
guys.
it's easy to find these players for your game
That's a-
across Google's
still
largest
a good
properties
number.
like YouTube, Search, and Play. You define the business goals that matter to you, whether that's driving installs for your game launch, acquiring
Adventure
players
Duck
who will spend in your game, or
Deuce.
optimizing the return on your marketing investment.
How's that?
Then, automation through app
Huh,
campaigns will
I don't know.
help you find more of the
That is
high-quality players
crazy.
that will search,
Dan Wheeler had to drive home. What did I miss? Anything
play,
Stadia? No Stadia
discover,
yet. There,
and the
Dan the
over
man.
3
We're learning
million
about
sites and apps in the
ads
Google
and
Display
apps
Network.
and all that fun stuff.
Acquiring the
Most of
right
it though
users
was
is
just
especially
all Google Play
important
games,
at
so haven't
moments
missed
like
anything
game
too much
launch,
there. Dan the
where
man.
you only get one chance
There are
to
3
make a first
billion
impression.
gamers in the world,
Having an
of
effective
which
strategy at the start to reach the right players
yeah,
can help
kind of
you
nuts.
make your app a success.
Billy.
And beyond the launch, you want to make sure that you can continue to optimize your revenue. And that's why today we'll be introducing 2 updates to app campaigns to
Yeah,
help
nothing
you
major yet.
acquire these
Yep.
high-value players
Yeah,
faster
yeah, yeah.
and more effectively to accelerate your game's success. We'll talk today about enabling faster campaign creation from pre-registration, plus optimizing and measuring your ads revenue effectively. Let's take a deeper look at the first part, helping you to set up your new game for success and get you the results that you want. We've seen pre-launch marketing become increasingly popular as a way to get a head start towards driving installs within a very short time span. With pre-registration,
I think pre-registration is a great idea.
And awareness for your game in countries that you select before you publish on Google Play. Pre-registration allows users to visit the Play Store listing and sign up to receive a push notification when the game is ready to be installed. Players will also be able to opt in to have the game auto-installed on launch day so they can start playing immediately. In order to accelerate launch performance and drive even more quality traffic to your game, many developers are using app campaigns for pre-registration, or AC Pre for short, to give a burst of installs during that first
Assassin's Creed
critical
Pre?
week of launch. App campaigns for pre-registration is an app campaign type that helps to drive early, high-value users to your game on Android during the pre-launch stage. This helps you to get a head start on building your golden cohort to generate even more engagement and revenue for your game in the next few months.
Oh, look at this.
We recognize that developers
Excited to see what's coming to
want
Stadia.
to
If you
smoothly
could
transition
link
from
Google Games and
advertising
Stadia,
app
Stadia
pre-registration
technical
to
news.
marketing the launch.
Let us link Google Games and Stadia with Discord, Stadia window games, Sky Climbers, hashtag Team Stadia.
Historically, it has not been possible.
Basically, probably most of the viewers are Stadia fans, not even devs.
Still in the
that is awesome.
State, making it difficult for advertisers to plan ahead with acquiring high-value users at launch. Soon, you will be able to set up app campaigns for apps in the pre-registration state in the Play Store. This means that you can avoid any time delay in going to market with your launched app and start advertising to users immediately after the app status changes from pre-registration to launched. And now that you've launched your game, the next step is to retain your high-value players and to grow your game revenue. Ads monetization has become even more popular with developers recently, as players are spending more time in-game. As Greg and Leo mentioned earlier, there are over 2.5 billion monthly active users on Google Play, where this massive worldwide audience is playing games more than ever before.
Monthly active.
And in fact, 70% of these players are continuing to play at the same
Risk of Rain 2 has a Play 60-minute demo, which clearly states no state. Yep, I saw that.
However,
oh really? Oh, that's hilarious.
Face a unique challenge.
That is hilarious.
It is not easy
it asks you to log into Stadia.
The hands of players who are most likely to engage with ads.
I did the same thing. I did a
monetization strategy is needed to optimize
incognito window.
And measure
Let me click
your
on
ads revenue for the long term.
Oh, it does want you to sign in with a Google account, but maybe you don't have to create a Stadia account. Maybe you just need to sign into Google.
Last Dev Summit, we announced target return on ad spend for ad revenue, or TROAS for ad revenue.
I sadly don't just have a dummy account I could use.
We're more likely to engage with in-app ads. When you bid to target ROAS with a focus on ad revenue, you can directly optimize to revenue earned from ads shown in your app, and dynamically pay more or less depending on how likely a player is to engage with your in-app ads. TROAS for ads revenue is powered by the Google Analytics for Firebase SDK, which helps you measure in-app events and understand the player behavior beyond the install. By linking Google Analytics for Firebase SDK to Google Ads, you can import Google Analytics conversions for bidding in your app campaigns.
Good.
Bidding on Google Analytics conversions helps to provide more signal to
I
your
think it's more
models
about having to input a credit
and
card. That's what you
enables
need for a
higher
studio
performance
account.
for your
They
app
still need to log in and
campaigns.
track. Yeah. So I think you just need the Google
In
account,
addition, Google
possibly.
Analytics
So you
unifies
don't have
revenue
to
reporting across key
create,
metrics
yeah,
such as
like Jacob
the
said
in-app
with
purchase,
the actual credit card.
subscriptions,
But I don't
and
sadly
ads
have a
revenue reporting
dummy
to
Gmail
give you
account.
a
I've used
full
all mine
picture
to
of
create
your
actual
user
studio accounts.
lifetime value.
I can't test that. Hopefully, you skip the
And
CC
I
part.
have
I mean,
some
it's not like
great
everybody has
news
a
to share.
CC. Yeah, I think that's hopefully the whole
All
point.
AdMob publishers are now able to seamlessly integrate ads revenue data into Google Analytics for TROAS campaign optimization at the click of a button.
Yes,
with
I'm a huge
no
AdMob fan.
additional SDK implementation required. This will incorporate all AdMob platform revenue, including mediated ad networks and exchanges. But that's not all. I'm also really happy to announce that Google
Bit
Analytics
misleading,
now
in my
provides
opinion.
a complete picture of your app
Yeah.
revenue from all monetization
No
platforms.
Stadia account, but you still gotta have a Gmail.
This allows you to import
which is the same
third-party
thing.
ads revenue data
Uh,
into Google Analytics
That's funny.
and send to Google Ads for target return on ad spend optimization. This new feature, third-party ad revenue in Google Analytics, is generally available. I've shared some new ways to help you acquire valuable players at scale with the latest innovations in app campaigns. Soon, pre-reg apps will be able to create app campaigns before game launch. While TROAS for ads revenue is still in a closed beta, you can already get a head start on integrating your third-party ad revenue data into Google Analytics today. We can't wait for you to try them all out. And
Me
now
neither.
I'll turn it over to Nash to cover the latest monetization strategies in AdMob to help you maximize your app growth.
Hi everyone, I'm Nash Islam, and I lead
Hey,
global
Nash.
strategy for AdMob and Ad Manager for apps. I'm a 3-time Googler over the past 10 years, and outside of Google, I've been a startup entrepreneur and app developer building with Firebase and Google Maps APIs. I've also launched and scaled ads monetization teams across the world. Outside of work, I'm a hobbyist rapper with an album published on major streaming platforms, and I personally enjoy playing Settlers of Catan and Clash of Clans. One learning I've had over the years is the importance of integrating your monetization strategy early. For ads-funded games in particular, a well-thought-out monetization strategy can help you gain revenue momentum after your acquisition efforts and power that flywheel growth for your game. That's why today, I'm excited to share how the latest product innovations from AdMob can help you to maximize the revenue potential of your games. As Belinda mentioned, we've seen an acceleration in digital, where gaming maintains an upward trend post the pandemic. For example, the majority of players plan to continue playing at the same or even greater level after the pandemic. In fact, we see that existing players actually increased their playtime by 42% in 2021. This increase in engagement provides a great opportunity to earn more revenue
What
from your game.
rapper, eh? What a rapper! I need
while
that name
providing a
again.
great user
DJ
experience is the key to
Drab.
driving
Was
long-term
that it?
growth. It is not always easy
I can't
to
remember what it
balance
was.
your monetization strategy with the great user experience.
All I heard was Settlers of
Three
Catan
key
and Clash
ways
of
to help
Clans
you
fan,
achieve
man.
sustainable revenue growth are using the right
Settlers
reporting
of
to gain more
Catan.
clarity in ads performance,
Thanks, Dad.
leveraging automated tools and formats to increase user engagement, and diversifying
He just
demand
low-key,
sources to
like,
deliver more value.
just threw that out there.
Let's see how the
Little
latest improvements from
same
AdMob
shameless
can help you to generate
self-promotion.
ads revenue growth for the long term.
Love it.
First, let's talk about using the right reporting to understand your performance. Knowing the user lifetime value, or LTV, will help to understand your users' activities and evaluate the effectiveness of your user acquisition spend. Today, publishers have little visibility into
LTV
the
to me is
portion of
loan to
LTV
value.
that comes from ads without building their own internal systems or purchasing expensive tools.
Pretty close.
This is why AdMob is introducing a new impression-level LTV pingback that will help you calculate more accurate user LTVs from AdMob, including revenue driven by the AdMob network, as well as mediated networks in waterfall and in-app bidding.
He does look like he
After
could take
showing
on
an ad,
Eminem, 50 Cent,
AdMob
etc.
will share the revenue from that ad with the publisher
He looks like
via
he
a
could spit
callback in the Google Mobile Ads
some rap,
SDK. This will be made
spit some
available to all
lines.
publishers in the coming months. Transparency of
It's
LTV
funny.
across partners helps you identify where to allocate spend on campaigns that work well.
This
This
summit is
is why
sponsored
we're
by Raid
excited
Shadow
to share
Legends.
that
Oh my gosh,
AdMob's
that'd be
impression level
hilarious.
LTV feature is also
That'd
integrated
be
by
so
top
funny.
app attribution platforms like Adjust, Singular, and Apps Flyer. This makes it easier to get clarity on return on ad spend, also known as ROAS. Let's take a look at
ROAS.
how a world-leading mobile game studio increased revenue by 45% with AdMob's ROAS data. Blacklight Studio Games is a mobile gaming studio in India, and their most popular puzzle game, Ludo Superstar, has been downloaded over 30 million times. In order to
That's a
expand
couple
their global
times.
user base into new markets, the team used app campaigns to attract new users and drive more downloads.
Phase
However,
bars. Okay, so
the
update.
team
Yeah,
did
you
not
have
have
to sign
full
into Google account, but
visibility
you don't need to
into
set
the
up Stadia,
lifetime
etc.
value
It
of
just
those
launches straight
users
away. Oh,
and
that's
the
cool.
ROI of their
That's
user
awesome, Dan.
acquisition campaigns.
That is better.
In order to gain more clarity in their ads performance, the team used AdMob's impression level LTV feature to track the eCPM for each ad impression. Together with
eCPM.
Firebase and BigQuery, Blacklight Games was able to analyze user acquisition and revenue data to find that certain markets were generating a higher return on investment. As a result, Ludo Superstar shifted focus to scale up spend in those markets, and in 6 months,
There you
Ludo
go.
Superstar saw 45%
I'm writing an article for it now. Attaboy, Dan.
increase in overall revenue. That's not all.
You can see
Ludo
interface
Superstar
there
was able to
soon.
increase their user base
Perfect.
in new markets by 45%. While gaining a full understanding of ads performance is vital, it is important to keep users consistently engaged in your game. A good in-game experience is key to retaining your users and growing your business for the long term. Firebase Remote Config is a cloud service that lets you dynamically control, change, and optimize your app so you can run experiments to test ideas and deliver personalized experiences, all without releasing a new version of your app. By using Remote Config with Firebase A/B testing, you can gain insight into the impact changes have on your key metrics. For example, you can A/B test a new ad format, change the frequency of ads shown to different user cohorts, and even alter the placement of the ad within the app to track impact on revenue. Now, Remote Config's personalization feature can help you automatically optimize individual user experiences to maximize your goals through the power of machine learning. While A/B
There we
testing gives you
go.
insight into how variants perform for different user segments against a control group, personalization works to continuously find and apply the
Want
right
machine
app
learning,
configuration
you
for
guys. That's what
each
we like to
user
hear.
to produce the best
A lot of sites
outcomes,
are pointing out that
taking
this and the
edge
rest
off of you.
to come is like Google
Halfbreed,
is
the game studio
reinvesting
behind
Stadia.
titles like
Reinventing Stadia.
Jetpack Joyride,
Nice.
Dan the Man, and that
Jetpack
instant classic
Joyride.
Fruit Ninja, use personalization to optimize ad frequency, which led to a 16% increase in revenue without affecting engagement or
Okay.
retention.
Sorry, I think I lost
They
internet there for
also
a
use
second.
personalization to determine the best time to ask users to rate their app, such as when users are most enjoying the game. And they were able to boost positive App Store ratings by 15%. Firebase Remote Config personalization is currently in beta. Another key to creating successful in-game experience is through engaging ads interactions. AdMob is constantly optimizing ad formats in order to drive long-term revenue success for your game. Developers have been using AdMob's rewarded ads as they provide a non-intrusive ads experience by allowing players to opt into an ad in exchange for an in-app reward. At the same time, publishers benefit from high user engagement and CPMs. We're happy to announce that we're optimizing rewarded ads to make it even more effective for publishers. Alongside the standard rewarded experience of short videos or playables, we have launched display ads and rewarded for a lightweight and non-disruptive ads experience. This has greatly improved rewarded demand, enabling publishers to increase rewarded impressions and revenue. For example, let's take a look at how distinguished Japanese mobile game studio Gung Ho integrated rewarded ads into their game and increased total ads revenue in their hit title, Puzzle & Dragons.
Wow, at 300%.
For 10 years, Gung Ho's Match 3 monster collecting title has relied on in-app purchases as its primary monetization model. With this loyal community in mind, Gung Ho's top priority is to provide the best player experience to keep players coming back time after time. As Puzzle and Dragons matured, the team decided to explore a new hybrid monetization strategy using rewarded ads and incentives in addition to its in-app purchase offerings. Gung Ho first conducted tests in small markets and saw positive results early on with their ad design and placements. Encouraged by the outcome, Gung Ho decided to move forward and integrate rewarded ads in its app version with the highest daily active users. The result was a 300% lift in ad revenue in their largest market. In addition, rewarded ads had a positive impact on user engagement and retention without sacrificing a high-quality gameplay experience. My last update today involves helping you to achieve sustainable revenue growth in a fast-evolving app landscape. 2021 was a year of significant change for
Atlantis,
as the industry evolved away from waterfall mediation and shifted towards in-app real-time bidding. Access to a diverse range of buyers can help you make the most of your unique inventory and deliver higher earnings and eCPMs. Google AdMob supports many demand sources to help you earn more across real-time bidding and waterfall mediation. To increase competition for your inventory, we are continuing to add more buyers to the AdMob.
There's something wrong with your internet
platform to
connection, it
help you earn
seems.
even more.
Yeah,
Currently,
it pops
we
in
have
and
over
out.
200 demand sources available.
Sometimes the
for real-time
upload.
bidding, including demand-side
Let's see what
platforms from
see what
brand
OBS
advertisers
says.
and many of the largest ad exchanges globally. We're currently onboarding more buyers such as Vungle and Snap to our bidding solution to compete in real time for your impressions, and we'll be accelerating our efforts over the course of 2022 and beyond. Today, we shared new ways to help you acquire valuable players and maximize your app revenue growth for the long term. Belinda showed how the latest app campaign updates can help you.
Yeah, my internet, my upload speed is not the highest right now, sadly.
Revenue. And I just shared how AdMob can help you to maximize app revenue growth by using LTV reporting, automated tools and formats, and diversified demand sources.
Let me try.
We hope these updates can help you to continue accelerating growth for your games.
Mine as the
Next, I'd like to introduce
priority
Jack from
device.
Google Cloud to talk about how cloud is helping game developers succeed.
Let's go,
at
Jack.
scale.
Jack Buser. Here we go.
Welcome to Games
Yes.
at Scale.
Yes.
My name is Jack Buser. I'm the Director of Game Industry Solutions for Google Cloud.
Oh man.
I'm here to talk to you today about
Seems
why
so
Google
reserved
Cloud is
and
great
held
for
back
games.
right now, man.
With 3 billion people around the world playing games today, nearly half the planet counts themselves as players of some sort.
Him and me, we're on the same
Games are one of the world's biggest forms of entertainment, if not the biggest. And the industry is growing so fast, with over 400 million new players expected to start playing games in the next few years. And this growth is coming from entirely new regions all over the world and from new demographics.
It pops back up kind of fast. It's not that okay. Good. What if Phil pops back up? Oh my gosh, that makes me so happy.
To keep up with this pace of change, game companies really have 2 core goals. Number 1, entertain and delight players everywhere, and understand those players better. Provide better experiences for the players. It
looks like he's aged,
and to those they're looking to keep
in the nicest way possible.
As game
but
companies
he looks like he's aged a little
their
bit.
2 overarching goals. They need to solve for a variety of challenges, and here at Google, we're here to help. First off, serving diversity. With over 3 billion players, game companies need to serve the widest variety of players they've ever seen. Designing for and serving a diverse audience is crucial. How do you have deeper insights to serve these new audiences better? Retaining players. How do you retain the players that have already tried your game?
AI/machine
learning?
Are you
set up to leverage AI and ML to do so? Manage consolidation. As game companies grow to meet this planet-scale opportunity, they increasingly need to unify various data sets into one set of data that they can analyze and understand to develop a single 360-degree view of their players. Global reach. With players all over the world, a planet-scale network with planet-scale solutions is absolutely necessary.
I love it. Planet scale.
Player experiences.
Make it sound
as games
even
continue
bigger
to push
than
the boundaries
global.
of what's possible, Google has the cutting-edge technology to enable this pursuit. Player to payer. Did you know that of the 3 billion players, only about half of them are paying for the games they experience? Google Cloud can help you encourage and convert these players to payers. Harnessing the capabilities of Google Cloud will help you reach more players and become more profitable. First, you get the best of Google. Our infrastructure and network can handle and process data at planet scale. Combine this with our leading AI and ML solutions.
That's just, we've
Game
known that for a
developers
hot
can
minute.
unlock insights, offer recommendations, and power predictions at massive scale for truly personalized gameplay experiences. And it's all done on the cleanest cloud in the industry, so that you can meet this new opportunity responsibly. You'll also get our in-depth cross-platform game knowledge and opportunities. From over 100 billion hours of game-related watch time on YouTube in 2020, we know what players want.
I'd like to say I contributed a lot to that.
We leverage data
People
and
were watching
learnings
a lot of
from
mine.
the 3 billion active Android and Google Play gamers.
Wait, now it went up from
One of the world's largest game
1.8
studios.
billion,
And from all
2.5
this, we
billion,
have
that's
dedicated
3
industry
billion.
solutions that
I
bring it
love it.
all together for games.
Keep it going
Google
up.
Cloud. Google Cloud is dedicated to building the technologies the game industry needs to solve today's challenges and grow into the future. Our mission is simple. It's to help game companies transform to meet this new global opportunity with planet-scale solutions. And we've organized this mission around 3 solution pillars: engaging players and payers for the publisher, improving player experiences for the player, and scaling game production for the developer.
There it is.
We aim to focus on the business objectives most important to game companies. Publishers need to optimize profitability at planet scale. We can help reach global audiences and meet these global needs. Google Cloud can help unlock player value with a build-to-launch suite of game solutions, and help maximize the value of player data to improve user acquisition, retention, and even monetization. Retention and acquisition are key for game companies, and we aim to meet a number of business objectives in this space. Let's work to reliably connect players together at scale with flexible, auto-scaling global matchmaking. We want games to be fun, inclusive experiences, and we can help automate and reduce toxicity and harassment within games. Finally, these experiences need to be secure. The need to mitigate cheating and downtime is crucial. We can help. Developers have told us that their technology needs and business objectives are often around reducing operational toil and decreasing time to market. Collaboration amongst global talent is more important than ever before. We can help globalize content production at reduced cost. By simplifying and scaling infrastructure, we can improve security, access control, and deliver better telemetry data. Simple, scalable, global are key aspects to the games business, and we've developed fully managed, scalable databases and game server solutions to address this need. In summary, we've built game solutions that address the outcomes that we've heard our customers like yourselves
The city
request
controller
most.
graphic though,
And we've
right?
started this journey with many
What I
of
miss.
the top
What I
game
miss.
companies around the globe.
Yep.
Here you can see just a sample of the who's who of the games industry.
Yes.
Using Google Cloud today.
Cool.
And
So
with
Bandai
many
is
more
Square
on this
Enix,
list.
yeah, Ubisoft. Okay.
We
So
couldn't be
guarantee
more proud
for
to
them to
partner with
use
these
Google
leading games
Cloud, I
companies
wonder
on
if
their
they
transformation
had to
journey
port to Stadia
make
those
this a
titles,
new global
you know?
opportunity.
or if that was a part of the deal.
We've got a lot of great content this Google for Games Summit this year. Be sure to check out more under our
Man,
Cloud
I hope
Games and
Jack
Infrastructure
pops his head in
track.
on a Stadia video.
If you're an eager developer
Jackie
itching
boy.
to try something out, check out our open source cloud projects on GitHub. And lastly, you can learn more about our solutions for games and get in contact with someone at our website. Thank you so much for your time. I'm Jack Buser, and now I'm going to pass it off to my longtime friend and colleague, Kareen, who's going to tell you the absolute latest about Stadia.
Yes! Jackie boy, he said
Hi,
the
everyone.
word.
Thank you so much for joining the Stadia keynote today.
Yeah, Reen,
Thank you
yap.
to all of our partners and to Stadia players. for
Strategic
your ongoing
BD,
support.
business development.
I'm so happy
Yep,
to be here to share
Niantic,
how we make it
Pokemon
easier
Cloud
for
question?
developers and publishers to bring
Heyo.
their games to players
F,
faster
don't get
than
me
ever
that
before.
hype.
We'll start with an overview of the significant changes we're making to grow discoverability of games on Stadia. From
Oh, here
there,
we go.
we'll take a closer look at the latest tech tools and partner incentives available to you, making it easier and more rewarding than ever to bring your games to Stadia. Last, but definitely not least, we have a big update on the work we're doing to offer our streaming technology to customers who want to deliver their games directly to their players. So let's get started.
That's the white label right
When
there.
we introduced Stadia, we outlined one of our most important ambitions, to make
Dan,
it easier
turn
for
up the
players
volume,
to
buddy.
discover and instantly play
Yikes.
great games. That hasn't changed, and in the coming weeks, you'll see some big changes in the Stadia store.
Ooh.
We're making it possible for people to browse games in our store without needing to log into or create a Stadia account.
Ooh, I like that
means
look.
it will be easier for everyone to browse the 200 plus games we have to
Nice.
offer, in addition to more than 100 new titles arriving this year. It also will be easier
100
for
new
players to
titles
find
arriving this
Stadia
year.
game pages through Google Search.
Clip
and for
it.
you, our
Clip
partners,
it.
to bring players to your games through unique click-to-play links.
Yes, those quick
In
play links
addition
should have been
to
here a
making Stadia
while
games
ago.
more discoverable, we want to give you
Yes.
the
No.
option
Wait,
for
what?
players to find your game and immediately try it with no commitment. This is a new feature I'm really excited about. Click-to-play trials enable players to try your full game on Stadia in seconds. Players can jump in and try your game without having to pay anything or even signing up for a Stadia account. Enabling your click-to-play trial is as easy as deciding how long the trial should last, with no additional developer work needed. We kicked off our click-to-play trials pilot phase last October with Hello Engineer, Control, Riders Republic, and the Jackbox Party Pack 8. In that first public test, we found that players are about 35%
22 and
more
beyond
likely to respond
all
to a click-to-play
Stadia
trial
titles?
promo than a traditional buy or claim message. Even better, we've seen that players who complete a click-to-play
All
trial and
Stadia
go on to purchase
titles?
a game are significantly more engaged than those who convert through regular ads.
What does that
We're
mean?
continuing to fine-tune this feature following a great response from press, players, and our partners, and we will expand access to more games. We intend to offer click-to-play trials as an option for all partners and their games on Stadia in 2022, starting this month with a click-to-play trial of Risk of Rain 2. So we've talked about content discovery and trial. Now let's talk devices.
Oh,
Players can
100
already
plus
access
million.
games on Stadia
Yes.
via laptops,
I think the test
PCs,
Dan did
tablets,
ain't the new
TVs,
version. It's gonna be
as well as both
Dan. The
Android
one you
and
did is
iOS
probably
devices.
not. So sadly, you're
With
gonna
the
have
launch
to
of Android TV
redo that
and
one.
LG Smart
Sorry,
TV
buddy.
apps in 2021, we made Stadia available to tens of millions more living rooms. In addition, Samsung will bring the Samsung Gaming Hub to their 2022 smart TVs and monitors later this year, with plans to include the full Stadia TV experience.
Yes.
Discoverability is the key to a game's success, but the key to a successful gaming platform is its developer experience. We're continuing to build new tools and functionality to make it easier than ever to bring your games to Stadia. One of the ways we're doing this is with what we call low change porting. It has a simple goal with a big impact to significantly reduce time, effort, and resources required to bring your games to Stadia. Our low change porting initiative contains multiple components, from libraries that auto-translate DirectX, to improved Unity and Unreal support, to cloud-native playtest and QA workflows. Low change porting allows you to quickly get up and running
Massive
on
mini
Stadia
team.
with lower engineering cost, less time to develop, and less time to launch in the Stadia store.
Nice.
We're testing these tools with a group of partners and expect to roll them out
Paradox
more broadly this year.
Interactive.
In addition to making it easier to bring your games on
Yeah,
Stadia,
here's our partner
we
incentives.
want your partnership with Stadia to be
Let's
more
read these
rewarding.
into more.
We're continuing to boost player engagement and your ability to generate revenue through
auto
our partner
direct.
incentive programs.
X.
Last year, we started giving 70% of our monthly subscription revenue back to Stadia Pro partners and increased the transactional rev share to 85% for all newly signed games. Our partners have seen very positive results from these programs, and they're talking about it. If you're interested in bringing your games to Stadia and participating, go to stadia.dev and apply. A few moments ago, I let you know we're making big updates to the Stadia store that will enable anyone to browse your game page without needing a Stadia account. And during last year's keynote, I announced a new affiliate marketing program arriving in the first half of 2022. When you think about these updates together, things get more exciting. The affiliate marketing program enables participating publishers to earn additional revenue by bringing new players to Stadia with their unique click-to-play link. After using the link to create a Stadia account and enjoy a free month trial of Stadia Pro, each player that converts to a paid Pro subscription equals $10 paid to the publisher by Google. No other game platform does this, and after launching our pilot phase with a few initial partners last December, we're excited about the insights we've already gained. As promised, we're planning on expanding access to the affiliate
Nice.
marketing program by June 2022. The reason
cool.
our team is working so hard, and the reason I'm here speaking to you today, is that we know games are what makes a platform great, and we want to play your games on Stadia. Be sure to watch our developer sessions after today's keynote, where some of my favorite members of the Stadia team will detail more technical innovation they've been working on. And don't forget to visit stadia.dev to apply to become a Stadia developer and access many of the programs we've talked about. As you can see, there's a lot of work going into improving Stadia to support the success of our partners, and that work will continue. We've also been expanding our efforts to help customers take advantage of our platform technology and deliver games directly to players. Our first step was to define our product in collaboration with expert partners across Google, with the goal of offering everything our customers need to build, launch, and optimize a direct-to-consumer business based on incredible streaming technology that enables gameplay on as many screens as possible. We're creating solutions that work for a range of games, use cases, and customers. But it's not just platform technology. In line with the Stadia efforts we've just discussed, we're working on tools for quicker and cheaper porting, powerful discovery features like click-to-play trials, all combined with insightful analytics that will help you optimize your marketing across all of Google and beyond. So in partnership with our colleagues at Google Cloud, we've developed a new offering called Immersive Stream for Games. It's designed around all the needs
ISG.
we've just described: advanced streaming technology, the right tools to port games easily, powerful discovery features, and the analytics you need to optimize a direct-to-consumer business. Last year, we began to work with early customers to understand their goals and to pilot this new offering. There are so many ways we can work with you to provide your experiences directly to players, from trials to full games, to subscription bundles, or even entire storefronts. Our first customer to launch a game on Immersive Stream was AT&T.
Yeah, they
At
did.
Google, we've enjoyed an innovative and collaborative relationship with AT&T for a long time. Together, we enabled AT&T to offer subscribers the ability to play a rocksteady masterpiece, Batman Arkham Knight, in full for free, all powered by Immersive Stream technology. And here's AT&T's Vice President of 5G Product and Innovation, Jay Carey, to tell you more.
Hey,
On
Jay.
behalf of AT&T, I'd like to congratulate Google on the reveal of Immersive Stream for Games. This technology, paired with the AT&T network, gives us the ability to deliver games directly to customers. Together, we deliver click-to-play access of Batman Arkham Knight to our wireless customers on the devices they already own. No need for a console or a high-end gaming PC. And for the first time, the game is available with no downloads, no creating an account, and no passwords. Simply provide your AT&T phone number and start playing in seconds. The full game is available via your browser, complete with bonus content, cloud-based progress saves, and picture-perfect quality at 1080p and 60 frames per second. Thousands of our customers have already enjoyed this Batman Arkham Knight experience so far.
Don't care, not AT&T guys are bringing the game to Stadia. They want to talk. I know, right? Oh, I wish that was in the contract, Dan the man, that anything that the consumers get, like Stadia gets.
We think our
You know what I
customers are
mean?
going to love it, especially when they're playing on their 5G AT&T device. And we're excited to see how this opens up a world of marketing and business possibilities for both game publishers.
If they at least bring them to Stadia for buying, but this is kind of
We'll
meh.
hear more about Immersive Stream over the next few months, and as Jay mentioned, AT&T subscribers can look forward to playing another great game powered by Immersive Stream in the near future. If you're interested in bringing games direct to consumer via Immersive Stream, we want to hear from you. Just visit this link to get started. So that's all from us today. To recap, we're continuing to bring you tools and features to make it easier and more
Anonymous
rewarding for you to
store?
bring your games
What
to
is-
Stadia.
oh, maybe that
we
means
want to play those games on Stadia.
it's just
so
a store where you
please
don't need
visit
to be logged in.
stadia.dev and apply. We were excited to share more about Immersive Stream for Games today. We've made great strides so far and are looking forward to helping even more customers bring their games directly to players this year. If you'd like to talk to us about offering games direct to consumers via Immersive Stream, please visit this link. And with that,
I enjoyed Batman
we've
TV,
reached
which
the
should
end
be
of
for
this
everyone.
year's Google for Games Developer
Right.
Summit keynote. From mobile to the cloud, there's an enormous opportunity to build awesome experiences for gamers. I hope you're as excited as we are to work together to bring your vision to life and reach billions of players around the world. On
Billies,
behalf of all of our
guys.
presenters, thanks for tuning in
Billies.
today. As part of the Dev Summit, check out our developer sessions available now in the mobile or cloud games and infrastructure tracks. Find the full agenda at the link here. We'll see you next time.
All right, guys, that is it. Okay, I already have this. Okay, I'm thinking. Cheers. Happy music. Do we want to start? Let's just see how long this is real quick. Oh, I do need to re-register. Hold up. No, I'm already registered. Right? I could have swore I already registered for all this. I did not. All right. Well, you know what I'm gonna be. I'm a Q&A and tester is what I. Where is the let's do other. I'm gonna say I am a press. That's what we are, you guys. That is what we are. We are the press. Okay. Looking for United States. All right. First name. What else was I gonna ask? All right. Well, we might blur out some of this. Let's switch back to the video, you guys. It's just me. We're just talking. We're just hanging out here, you know. Don't you worry. Nothing's going on back there, okay? Nothing is going on. I am a part of the Gaming Source Network. That is the company. I really don't want to sign up for that stuff. I will say this though, I'm a little bummed because I already signed up for some of this stuff. Enjoy the event. Okay. Okay, it's 22 minutes. I might have 22 minutes. I'm just trying to think what the best thing would be to watch. Successfully launching a streaming data pipeline on Google Cloud. I think the Windows emulator is kind of the one we've been looking for. Let's see. Let's catch up on chat real quick. It makes great business sense, but what a way to segment who can and can't play a game that we know works on Stadia. Angry face from Dan. It's also funny how they keep saying customers, but they mean studios and companies that are using the streaming tech. Yeah, we are technically not. That they recognize us as such, lol. Hey, handsome, says Dan. Yes, Kukuru, we are not the customer. Indeed.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to my presentation. My name is Marcin Undak, and I'm working on the Stadia porting team here at Google. The goal of this talk is to explain how binary
please get up to at least
translation
1080p.
Windows games to Linux work. So hopefully
All right.
you'll get a better understanding of how technologies like Wine and Proton work. Let's dive into it. First, a little bit about myself.
Hold up.
I've been working in the game industry for about 12 years now, mostly as an engineer.
Oh, man. Wait, he still works on Fortnite?
Currently, I'm part of the porting team at Stadia, where we work on tools and technologies to ease porting efforts.
I thought these were games he had helped port over to Stadia at first, and I was like, oh my gosh. That was not the case, though.
What Stadia platform is built on top of. As you probably know by now, Stadia is a Linux-based platform using Vulkan and its rendering API. Even though I say Linux, it's actually a very custom system stripped out of regular desktop components. For example, we only support 64-bit applications. We don't provide any user space libraries other than Vulkan, Pulse Audio, and a proprietary
Fortnite confirmed for Stadia. Jeez.
Like input on
damn. That's just what
As you can imagine, porting
this guy's
games
name,
from Windows to
Martino.
Linux is not very easy.
He works on it.
Games,
all right, Dan,
becomes
easy,
more
buddy.
Expensive.
Fortnite coming to Stadia. He is in the porting team behind now, right?
Developers with few options already, which we've talked about last time, which are out-of-the-box Unity and Unreal Engine integration. If your game is built using a recent supported version of one of those engines, it can be easily run and polished for Stadia.
See, that's what I don't get. We heard about that a long time ago.
Of source code libraries that help translating
I don't really think it would actually be that much work.
For example, we use DXVK to implement DirectX APIs, so developers don't have to modify their game renderer at all.
Brian De Silva, this was severely disappointing as it's the same jargon used last time. Easier port in, didn't see results from it.
The new thing,
hey, we were told they have another 100 games coming out this year, and we're going to be seeing some things these next few weeks, so I thought that was kind of cool.
Something that we call binary translation. Similar to Wine and Proton on Linux, it allows you to run your Windows games on Stadia without the need of recompilation or any other platform-specific work. So how does it work? Let's
Great
go
question.
over a high-level overview of how technologies like Wine and Proton work in general. Wine is not an emulator, which means that CPU instructions are not emulated.
Yeah, it's also
Since
a
we
lot
are
of hot
running
air, to
the
be honest,
same
but then I don't know how
architecture,
useful this would
it's not
be
entirely
to
true
actual
for
devs,
a
not us.
32 to 64-bit
Oh,
journey,
that's a good point.
but you will hear about that later on. However, as you'll see, the whole operating system is emulated, or
Also,
at least, as we call it, translated. Here,
pause. I mean, also we learned that the partner affiliate program is going live June 2022. Like I said, they have another 100+ games slated for 2022. And yeah, they did reiterate the revenue share program for the devs. This was definitely more of a dev situation, a dev scenario, but we did find out that more games are going to be slated, and they said to keep an eye on the next few weeks. So that's pretty exciting. I mean, again, for Stadia users, that who knows what that could be, and that we're going to have a store refresh. You know, that's something that we learned because, as you saw, their example of the store, it looked way different than the storefront we're used to. So we did learn a couple things as users. The 100 games was announced early in the year, and so far they've been kid games / fillers. So hopefully bigger studios come to the plate, but not sure. I don't know if this was in beta back then, but if so, I don't know. But it seems like Google looks some devs out of using it till it's out of beta. Locks some devs out of using it till it. I know with certain features they do. They have like their own beta and pilot phases.
Of how Windows application communicates with the PC. You can see that applications use system libraries, or DLLs, to communicate.
And they announced 100 games for 2022. I know they had for 2021. I know they already announced it for 2022 though.
And the DLLs. What those DLLs
Maybe they
do
did.
inside and how they communicate with the Windows kernel themselves is not really relevant.
It's not relevant?
We can replace the system DLLs with our own and provide all the services needed by the application by using our own implementation. So, a rough plan
they did.
of running
Perfect.
Windows games
Nice.
on Linux
it's good.
looks as follows. We start
So we're
by
going up to
loading
300
the config
games
segment
then?
disk. It contains
Nice.
all the information needed to correctly load code and data segments into memory. Next,
the store refresh might be coming sooner than later. I just refreshed the store and it said no games are available. However, refreshing again, it brought them back. And they said Stadia has no games.
Final
Lol.
step is to simply jump to the game code itself, and the game is running. Over the next few slides, I'm going
that's
to
nice.
walk
See
you
that?
through the steps
That sounded super
needed to
easy.
create your own window needed to correctly load
You load the
data
exe from the
segments
disk,
into memory.
copy all the
So
sections to
instead of
memory.
loading real system DLLs,
So
we
then
get
you probably have to
only
go
our
through
implementation.
and update the DLL. So I'm assuming that they then change them from point to where they're at to what the Stadia function is. Okay. Sorry, did I go too far there, buddy? I'm looking right at you for some reason, and you're kind of, oh boy, okay, I definitely jumped. And then you jump to main, aka entry point.
The game is running.
I don't know, it seems,
Over the next few slides,
my non-technological brain seemed to make a lot of sense. Seemed pretty easy.
Create your own Windows emulator. Let's start with some basic
Let's see.
We will focus on
Look at the blog post 100 games for 2022. The program for 2022 is new. So maybe they are tinkering. Oh, so Dan, you think they're in the background tinkering right now?
Let's focus on a single process for now. This is enough to run lots of DRM-free games that don't require a launcher.
Nice.
Again, for simplicity, you can start with single-player games only. Getting DRM to work under emulation is tricky, especially that most of them use undocumented anti-tampering techniques that are hard to get right. Fortunately, there are enough DRM-free games out there for you to not care about this at the beginning. We start from the top, loading and parsing Windows executables, which are called PE in short. The PE file consists of a header and various sections. Header, as you probably expect, contains information about where things are placed in the file, while sections
shows immediately upon reading, but as to what the games are, we don't know.
Sections in memory at proper offsets. We are especially interested in the import sections of a PE file.
What blog post was it, Brian, you're referencing? Because I just looked through the last 3 or 4 and I didn't see the announcement of 100 games. I don't know which one it was.
See an oversimplified view of an import section, but it should give you a basic idea. The section contains a list of individual functions that are called anywhere from the executable. Each entry contains the name of a DLL at the top here, the name of a function in the middle, and the memory address
Dan
when that
Wheeler, are you
function
looking
is
at
loaded
it
by the
signed
system
out or just
at
with
the
your normal
moment.
Stadia
So
account?
all we have to do is provide our own function pointer instead, and the game would simply call our implementation.
Posted the link.
Now that we know where to look for required DLLs, let's just print out the list. We need a way to somehow provide valid
I don't
function pointers,
see
even
your
though
link
there's no
posted.
real implementation on our side yet. The reason for this is that we don't want the game to simply crash.
Normally you
in random
can't post
place,
links in
but
chat,
rather
sadly.
we want to know which of the unimplemented functions was hit. The way we've approached this was to dump all the exports from a given DLL and use code generation to generate all the needed functions. You can use a dump bin tool that comes with Visual Studio to list all of the functions exported by a given DLL. But there are also many other programs that you could use instead. Then you can write a script to go through the list and generate C++ code. You can see an example of an automatically generated stub function. It basically just prints out its name
Normal
and then
account links
crashes
won't post
in
on
the
first. Yeah.
non-implemented macro. But that's enough for us. The
A
debugger
dump
would break
bin
right here,
account.
showing us exactly what to work on next. We also maintain a simple map that matches names with the addresses.
It was the Deliver to the Moon one. Okay, perfect.
So when we load the executable, we can find the appropriate function and plug it.
Literally the very next blog post I hadn't clicked on. Yeah, you're right. With more than 100 games coming to Stadia in 2022, you better believe it.
When
Nice.
we jump to the entry point of the executable, it will just
That was about 12 days ago that they announced that. Cool.
CPU. As soon as it calls an OS function, it will break in one of the stubbed functions. Now it's just a matter of implementing this function and repeat. We found that this is a really nice way of slowly moving forward without being overwhelmed by the amount of work that has to be done. It also gives a nice feeling of progress and accomplishment. Although I have to warn you, there are hundreds of Windows functions to implement to
get out of here.
Not to mention other APIs like DirectX that can be huge. But once a function is implemented, it is there for all the future games. So it will get easier the more games you get running. There are some challenges that you will face while porting Windows applications. Some of them are
I bet.
TLS callbacks. Those are functions put into the executable that need to be called before the entry point itself. Windows provides something called process environment block and thread environment block that are accordingly process and thread specific. Those are structs filled with different OS information. The challenging part here is that TEB can be accessed directly by using a GS CPU register, which means it cannot be trapped as easily as API functions. Instead, hitting off not implemented macro you've seen before, the game will just crash. It takes some assembly debugging techniques to figure out any issue around this. Operating systems do a lot of complicated things to unwind the call stack when an exception is thrown. Not only you have to emulate the way Windows does it, but also you have to unwind Linux stack frames when needed. This is probably one of the most complicated and hardest part to debug we've encountered so far. Good news is that there are lots of games that don't use exceptions at all, so you might just ignore it at the beginning.
It's funny. All right, guys. Well, my stream here needs to be ending because I got a work meeting coming up. But good. I mean, I found that the it's good to see obviously Stadia represented at the Dev Summit. You know, even if we didn't necessarily get the game announcements that I think a lot of us were kind of hoping for and wanting. It's still good to see that Stadia is announced. It's good to see that they're announcing officially the whole white label service is out there. So we can kind of see that. And I guess fingers crossed that they figure out a way to use the white label service to kind of supply Stadia with more titles, whether that's with their customers, you know, whether that's building up their customer base, the devs, maybe they're working with the devs during the whole white label service offering to the customer. So with AT&T, they connect with AT&T, they then connect with Warner Brothers for Batman Arkham Knight or whoever did Arkham Knight. I think it was Warner Brothers Publishing. You know, they now form the relationship with Warner Brothers. They can form that relationship with AT&T, which sounds like they had for years, and they may send it directly to the AT&T website. but hopefully they form that relation with Warner Brothers where they can start like saying, hey, we have the Stadia platform. You know, if you want to port your game to that as well, like we already have it in the white label. Let's just transfer it over. You know, that could be a totally viable option. So we may not see it. Like AT&T might have an exclusive Batman Arkham Knight on the cloud, but maybe it's a timed exclusive only for a certain amount of time. Maybe it is permanent. We don't know, but at least hopefully with this way, Stadia and Google will be able to make those relationships with those devs and the publishers. I should be holding my hands like this, you know, so that way we can see potentially future Stadia investments and more titles coming to it. So that in the grand scheme of things, but yeah, no, all in all, it was good. It was a dev summit. It wasn't a Stadia summit. But it was good to see that Stadia was still in there. It's still a priority for Google. You know, they're still pushing it and they're pushing to the devs and trying to entice more devs to come. And like Brian had mentioned, as well as the speaker, the business development, 100+ games coming to 2022. Super excited to see that coming. Can't wait to see it. But thank you guys so much for stopping by the chat. If you enjoyed the video, you want to leave a thumbs up, that would be appreciated. If you haven't yet and you want to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you get notified when we go live or post more content to the channel. That would be appreciated as well. And until next time, you guys, maximize deductions and pay less in taxes. Have an amazing day.